Hi chat, hi chat, hi chat. We're not actually gonna do pools right now. We're gonna go hop immediately into the story. We've already seen the story, so we're gonna skip the cutscene for this one. Go straight into the fight, hopefully.
이거 참 설레는구려. 다 온 것 같.
Did that story not, or read the story yesterday?
너희는 잘해낼 거야. 언제나 그랬듯이. 실패할 수도 있겠지. 언제나 그랬듯이.
We'll take that. I'll just take a look at his fucking stats and passes here in a second.
지금부터 제압으로 시작할 거야. 언제나 하는 일이지만 항상 꼼꼼하게 하라고. 최선을 다할 거라고.
We'll let him have that, I suppose. You were supposed to do a lot better than that, motherfucker. Apologies if you can hear the baby screaming in the background chat.
여기까지 가져왔어요?
바로 열어두겠습니다.
순물이다 하고.
점 찍었네.
Fucking hot today, chat.
너희는 잘해낼 거야. 언제나 그랬듯이. 실패할 수도 있겠지. 언제나 그랬듯이.
I don't know what to do, honestly.
지금 대골박을 범이 대가리 차!
I'm just gonna fucking full send win rate, I guess.
확실히 위험한 순간도 건강해져.
Watching my fucking win rate. Win rate till lose, win or lose. This is going a lot smoother than I thought it would. And this elf has served this part. Okay, so he's gonna fucking dip out of here. That's unfortunate. But everyone else gets to do free damage, basically. Oh, he's just fucking chilling there. That's crazy. Dominant. Max 70 priest, let's go. That's fine.
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고 소생인 누누이 말하지 않았어.
And my humble self neglected to impress upon this matter many times.
다시야도 두근거리기 시작했어.
The fascia has begun to pulsate.
오랜만에 보는 떨림이야. 타시아에게 대화 정도는 시켜줄 수 있지 않겠니?
그런 사사로운 욕망의 표출은
Give me a second, chat.
여기 있지 않사옵니다.
My nose is bleeding. Chad, I'll be right back. Sorry about that, chat. My nose started bleeding. Well, this plan involves no outward expression of such selfish desires.
스며 달아오르는 살결을 구경만 하는 그런 계획.
One that involves only the observation of the warming, reddening flesh while our own heart beats slow.
파시아는 거슬리나 봐. 힘줄이 팽팽해졌어.
That plan isn't to Fascia's likings. Her tendons have tightened.
주인된 자들의 뜻에 따르기 위해서는 이런 흔한 자
Yet we must learn to remain tranquil before these common beats if we are to adhere to the wills of those who are our masters.
마에스트로님의 영영 되찾을 수 없는 아이에 대해 늘 궁금했었는데
I was insecure about the maestro's child, forever
저런
lost.
정도는 준비해볼 수 있지 않겠어?
Why not at least let us prepare a maquette? It has become apparent that this glorified executioner does not know her place.
가지를 한번 치고
Clearly, it is about time her branches are pruned. With that, the man who stood in our way leaped toward the pulsating great sword of flesh and delivered a powerful strike.
방언이라고 말해야 할지 저들끼리 싸우느라 정신이 없는 것 같아.
On the golden bough. Feeling a dull pain squeeze through the grooves of my mind, I turned toward the spot from which sensation surged forth. I saw Ryoshu standing there. In her eyes burned hatred and fury, a glare that would easily have had me believe that she would unsheath the sword from her back at any moment. The receiving end of that glare was the veiled figure who'd been watching our battle without a word. The Pinky's nurse father simply stood there, meeting Ryoshu's wrathful gaze as she did in the fragmented memories. Then she withdrew into the shadows, the darkness slowly eating away at her shape, before disappearing from our sight.
황금자리를 찾았어.
Okay, have you found the golden mouse of us? No. We were too late. Felt the dull pain in my head lift as I pointed at the veil, where the veil person stood. The golden boughs that should have been there were gone. What remained in their place were dozens of cigarette butts, the same kind that Ryoshu smoked, piled up like a thick layer of dust.
착각하지 마. 해타, 거태. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
Alright, time for the second third of the story. 919 children.
그게 아니라니까.
That's not it.
그렇게 줄이는 거
Not
아니라고.
how you shorten it.
아니.
No, you're doing it wrong, Mommy.
나 하는 거 보고 잘 따라해봐.
Just follow after me.
진짜 알겠지?
You get it now?
앞으로 까먹으면
Don't
안
forget.
돼?
안타까운 일이구나.
Such a shame.
그토록 예리하고 예리하게 벼린 칼로 베어낸 게
The blade tempered to such ruthless sharpness was used
머릿속이라니.
to cut away her own mind.
이 새끼 아직 그 집에 있잖아.
Your baby's still at the house, ain't that right?
그래서 나는 선을 긋는 법 대신
Lines I learned to draw were connections, not boundaries.
지금은 실타래 바깥에서
And I watched from outside
네가
the
놓친
clue
순간들을 보고 있어.
the moments that have slipped past you.
끝이 시작을 스칠 때
When the end brushes past the beginning, I will take you in my arms and bear you home. Yosha, you alright? Ah, I'm fine. Yosha closed her eyes shut, then opened them again. Some time ago at the laboratory,
왜 너희 같은 것들을 만들었지?
why did the nurse fathers create things like
나
you?
하나도
The
감당하기
same people who
힘들다고
used to complain day and night about what a pain it was to look after me are keeping underlings now? Children.
우리는 자식.
We are their children.
그 자식이라는 것을
So what role are
역할은
you
무엇이지?
children playing?
그대가 다시
Yoshida, the day you return to the House of
너희
Spiders,
다섯 자식은 당신이 난도질한 끈을
we, the 5 children, shall bind together the thread you have slashed to pieces and complete the clue.
거미집의 아버지들은
The nurse fathers of the house were beside themselves with concern, Yoshida.
거미집에 돌아온 그대가
For you to return home having forgotten even the time you had spent at their side.
그간
It would feel as though all the years poured into nurturing and honing you had gone to waste, they said.
고작 그런 역할이나
And I didn't know they called their errand voice their children.
칭이 어떻든 관계는 달라지지 않사옵니다.
What they call us is immaterial to the relationship we share with them.
아니, 울림 다르다.
It's got a different echo.
자식이라는 건
The bond between a child and parent is thicker, firmer, so much so that even after I have mutilated my own mind with this sword, a thread of something still remains still.
지난
And my master tells me that she has tended to you enough
충분히 보듬어
through all the time that has passed.
그자가
Tended to me?
족쇄로 사는 기분은
How does it feel to be a living fetter? Fetter?
나는 바깥의 선선한 공기를 마음껏 마시지도 못하고
I am barred from enjoying the fresh air of the world outside. No longer free to travel the world in cliffs as my feet would carry me, as the other members of the Pinky are.
내키는 대로 날개와 뒷골목 사이를
I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of wings and back streets.
무슨 뜻인지
I don't understand what you mean.
모르겠어요.
Sorry, chat. I'm something stuck in my throat. I don't understand what you mean. You don't? I'm saying I did not endure my grueling life only to be trapped here as your nurse father.
내가 요시히데 어떻게 생각하니?
What do you make of it, Yoshihide?
쭉 붙이거라. 뭘 잘했다 오는 건지.
Instead of you crying, what makes you think you have the right to shed tears?
싶은 것은 언제나
If anyone has reason to cry, it's me.
너를 떠맡게 된 이후로
Ever since you were pushed into my care, not a day has passed without me wanting to cry. My knees. Mother, I scraped my knees.
내 앞에서 칭얼거리지 말고.
Keep your bawling out of my... That's fucking... I hate this bitch.
불쾌하구나. 그건 네가 느리고 우둔한 탓인데.
You got hurt if you were such a slow dullard. This woman is literally evil.
피하려.
Some keep your eyes open and dodge before it hits. Maybe if you had a leg ripped away from you.
그래야 너도 내 심정을.
You'd also taste a drop of this crippling agony of imprisonment. The woman was the one who hated me the most. She blamed me for her fate. In the end, yes, she did. Thanks to her. Your mastery of the blade has been cultivated to such a degree, enough to parry both this humble blade of mine and that brute's sword. Man blocked the ring apprentice blow as though it were a performance meant for Ryoshu. Ryoshu, I know there's some bad blood involved here, but this is our chance. Let's pull out while they're busy fighting each other. We need to go after the one who swept the golden bough, yeah? Her whereabouts are unknown, however, this is indeed our chance to hie away from here. Made our escape through another route while the ring and the pinky apprentices were busy fighting each other. The technique he used, is that hers? The pinky nurse father? Yeah. It was one of my gouged out memories. But clashing blades with him reawakened it. The nurse fathers wanted me to learn every single one of their techniques. The pinky woman too. She sure hated me alright, but that didn't stop her from teaching me what she knew. Probably to make me a more prolific, more efficient killer. Instead of losing me was such a harrowing failure for them, all the work they poured into me slipped right through their fingers when I left the spiderweb. Well, love-hate can play out in all sorts of ways, I guess. Did you hew them away yourself? Yeah, with my own hands. I remember the expression I saw on Yoshi's face in one of her memory fragments. When she sliced off the pinky nurse father's tongue. When she drove the blade she never unsheathed before us into that woman's mouth. What I saw on Ryoshu was the expression of suffering. Every time I draw this blade and cut something, I'm also slicing away a piece of my mind. That's the reason I didn't want to use this blade. But had I not done so, they'd have taken her away from me for good. The one last thing Ryoshi didn't want to let go. The word that came out of Lei Hang's mouth the moment he saw her. Your baby. It's for her that Ryoshi sliced off both her own memories and the pinky nurse father's tongue. My blood, my ward, my daughter. Lei Hang said she's still there in the House of Spiders. Yeah, in a place only I know, in a safe that nobody else can find. What was your daughter to you? Don't see why I should play coy at this point. The one and only precious thing. She's all I have. At her memories, Ryoshi spoke without any doubt. I'm still thinking how nice it must be to have such certainty. See. As long as we can stick to this path, we'll all eventually find the things we lost. Right. I know that. Come on, let's go after them with the elevator still busted. They can't have escaped to a different floor just yet. The Golden Bough, it's faint, but I can still sense its presence. Children too, and this is just a fight with Petacula. Yeah. Clear within 10 turns. Support. Ryoshu. Red Eyes. Battle, and this is going to be easy. This is going to be win rate. Win rate all the way through.
먹이를 먹여주지.
Petacula aren't too bad usually.
이번 의뢰가 끝나면 선배에게 차책을 부탁드릴 죄인인가?
차포자. 이번 월세가 해결되면 예상한 것보다 움직임이 좋고.
선배님 언제 오셨어요?
Give me just a second, chat. Oh, we staggered to it. Oh, yeah. Damn. Might as well, the resources are only available for a fight. Unless you're in a dungeon or a mirror dungeon, then it's... then they stick around.
방금 했던 공격은 매우 효과적이었어. 하지만 아직 부족해. 다음 공격은 더 잘할 수 있도록 제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 기록적인 피해량인 것 같아.
This way, this should hopefully kill the most amount of enemies. You did we kill 3 on this turn, I think. Ah, 2. 2's not bad. He dies now. This dude dies. We're gonna be down to 1. If that. We might all 3 die right now.
생명 활동의 정지를 확인했다.
지금이다. 대골바가 어미 대가리.
Yeah, 300 damage. Crazy. That dude survived with 2 HP. That's wild.
이제야 회사가 정상으로 돌아갔네. 이번 제압은 끝이야. 너희들도 고생 많았어. 티페리트, 너도. 언젠가 우리도 모든 게 끝날 때가 오면 좋겠네. 그때가 되면 휴식을 기다리며 고향의 노래를 부르고 있겠지.
See who's most valuable. I bet you it was Ryoshu. Oh my god, it was Ryoshu who took most damage. It was Gregor. New hires. Continue toward the corridor full of corpses and debris. Here's hoping we come across someone else still conscious like Miss Alyssa. You just stepped on my hand, mister. Oops, my bad. Wait, what was that? A survivor speaking just now? Don't turn around, hearing the alarming Gregor's voice. One survivor, one who seemed conscious among the bodies crushed under the debris, was looking up at us with her face scrunched up in pain. You alright?
아니요, 아파요. 한참 동안 이러고 있었는데 지나가는 사람도 없었고.
Not, it hurts so much. I've been waiting here so long, but nobody showed up. I was chatting with this person next to me just to stay conscious. Then he suddenly stopped speaking. It's been 10 minutes already. We'd even exchanged names. He must be referring to this man. He's pretending to be dead, but his pulse hasn't stopped. What? The man in his suit stopped playing dead and slowly opened his eyes. You got me.
아무래도 이런 상황에서 밖에 나가면 가장 먼저 뭘 먹을지 도란도란 이야기를 하는
Chit-chatting about the food we'll eat once we get out while slowly being crushed by the debris on top of us. I mean, you know what happens to characters who say once we survive it. True. I want me some vanilla ice cream with almond sprinkles once we survive this, and a sandwich too, with lots and lots of cheese. Ravi. Need a hand? Yes, please. Just my left leg. I'm good besides that. Ouchie, I think I broke my right arm. But give it a few days with lots of almond and fish, and it should be good as new. Well, thank you for getting us out of there. I'm Sora. We had to live another day thanks to you. You can call me Robbie. By the way, may I ask which department you're from? Haven't you seen us before? We were here for a checkup last time? We're new hires. This is our first day of work. No. New hires.
최근 랭크 팔린 정제 부서에 채용 일정이 있었어서요. 오늘이 채용된 인원들이 처음
New
출근한
job postings for LCEs and Kefallen Refining Department. Today's day one for us new hires.
신계해줄 LC 연구원분을 찾아가는 사이에 이런 꼴이 되었지만 말입니다.
We're on our way to see the researcher who was supposed to handle our onboarding, and then this happened. This gear, it's my first time wearing it. The more I look at it, the more it intrigues me. Did you get trapped under the debris?
어쩌다 걸린 것이오.
그게요. 독도를 걷고 있다가
Total klutz. Once I have something on my mind, I can't multitask at all. Just like me, for real, for real.
계속 눈물 나거든요.
Give me just a second, chat. Okay, sorry about that. I had to respond to a DM.
이해하오. 연구자란 대체로
Thinking of the fathoms of their mind when the spark of inspiration strikes. This idea for an ego gear experiment, and I couldn't move on without first getting it sorted out of my head.
손목에 참그 족쇄를
Ego
말하는
gear,
것이오.
you say? Might you be referring to that shackle around your wrist? That's right.
조금 불편하긴 해도
It's not the wieldiest, but it's my one and only ego.
푸념이 길고
Cut the fluff and get to what happened next. Sorry, it happened out of nowhere. We heard a loud noise coming from the other end of the corridor and people started running. That's when the ceilings collapsed. If only I hadn't zoned out, I wouldn't have gotten caught under the rubble.
다행이라고 할지는 모르겠지만 깔리지 않았다면
Killed a lot of people
그 사이에
while we were trapped. My condolences. I regret I have no further words to give.
혹시 더 발견된 생존자는
Any other survivors?
남짓 있어. 다행히 팀장
An approximation of 20 remains.
있었지.
As fortune should have it, the team leader and the rest managed to regroup.
다행이군요. 그대는 괜찮은 것이오. 마깁사한 회사에서
It is quite remarkable that a newcomer to a corporation remains so composed in the face of such
이런
crisis.
상황에 대한 교육도 받았기 때문에 각오는 하고
You get trained for situations like this, so I wasn't entirely unprepared. I just never thought something like this would happen day one. So it's pretty impressive for a new guy. True.
당신들은 어디로 가던 중이셨습니까?
Okay, so where were you headed? Alright, looking for the elevator. I think it's somewhere in this direction, but I'm not sure.
승강기
Oh, the elevator. I know where it is. Could I come with you? Lead the way.
무전기에서
아무래도 무전기 전파 반경은
저도
동감입니다.
Oh, well, I'm with you on that. Two LCE researchers sighed anxiously as we heard off in the elevator's direction. New hires too. So straight into the fight, so we just rinse and repeat.
오늘도 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐와도 포기한 이건 못하겠습니다. 저거 뭐가 치워라. 꽤 나쁘지 않은 공격까지였어. 기본이지. 중앙본부에서 전달할게. 지금부터 제압 임무를 시작할 거야. 언제나 하는 일이지만 항상 꼼꼼하게 하라고. 최선을 다할 거라고. 납대고. 해냈구나. 나랑 그랬을 거야.
Who the fuck staggered? Fucking priest staggered. What the fuck, man?
점 찍었네.
우리 하나가 파괴되었어. 이대로 똑같이만 한다면
Oh.
자, 맛볼 시간.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
기쁨이란 건 이런 사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같아. 지금처럼 말이야. 정직원.
괜찮은 보이가 번질러진
이제야 회사가 정상으로 돌아갔네. 이번 제압은 끝이야.
잘 분별해서
너희들도 고생 많았어.
잘라냈길
티피리트,
기대하겠습니다.
언젠가 우리도 모든 게 끝날 때가 오면 좋겠네. 그때가 되면 휴식을 기다리며 고향의 노래를 부르고 있겠지.
착각하지 마. 해파, 겉에. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니고 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두른 거지.
Audience. Now, the others. This component should cover what we need for the repair. Transmissions are getting harder to make out. Not surprising considering how far the distance between the teams have grown.
이 구역의 생존자들은
Scenario 1 in this sector, regrettably. Again, hardly a surprise. The state of the bodies is there for all to see.
지금 상황에서 저들을 도울 수 있는
House believes there is no feasible way to aid them under present conditions. So it doth appear, verily 'tis thee who must be most saddened by this tragedy. I beg thy pardon for raising the matter.
이제 통제실로 돌아가면
And now we just have to get back to the facility management room. Right. It should be right past this corridor.
산만하게 돌아다니는
Assistant, I love that whole...
연구소에서 금지된 행동이란
Hold on. Assistant pacing about distractedly and scratching one's head out of cluelessness are all behaviors prohibited in our research facility. Also, frowning and cocking your head like that and blurting "aha" at the screen are all likewise forbidden. I've got a bad feeling about this. Something's off. Wait, stop. Don't go out yet. There's something outside. Perhaps I can let the blood vessels relax and expand. Yes, that's much better.
이때까지 상황을 미뤄봤을 때
Based on the circumstances we had faced thus far, it's reasonable to conclude that this individual's affiliation lies with the ring.
칼로 다쳤나?
림버스 실험에서 나를 두들겨 팼을 때 보여준 그 기세는 어디로 갔나?
You people, where's all that confidence you had when you beat the daylights out of me during the monolith experiment? Well, you might not put it like that, you'll give people the wrong idea. Besides, we were beating the daylights out of your distortion. Well, not exactly beating the bloody hell. You get what I mean, yeah?
시된 신체들이 남아있는 흔적을 봤을 때 저저와 맞붙어서 이길 가능성은 낮을 것입니다.
The extent of the physical trauma sustained by the corpses on display indicates that odds of prevailing in combat against him are minimal.
파우스트는 관리자 단테와 완전히 분리된 상황에서 승산 없는 전투를 벌이는 걸 권장하지 않습니다.
Faust does not advise initiating a battle that cannot be won when we are completely cut off from Dante.
인격을 사용할 수도 없는 상태이기 때문에 이 시점의 전투는 무의미한 소모전일 뿐입니다.
As usage of identities is not among our options, engaging the enemy will now only serve to deplete our numbers.
적에 대한 정보조차 미비한 지금 만에 하나 저희가 손쓸 수 없을 정도의 치명상을 입게 된다면
관리자 나리가 돌아왔을 때 차디차게 식어가는 싱클레어 군을 볼 수도 있다는 소리.
Of young Sinclair.
교태씨도 함께일 수 있는
And the cold, lifeless form of Don Quixote, too.
저자가 이쪽 복도를 계속 상주하면
Wow, so he keeps lingering out in the corridor. It's quite a problem. We'll probably run into him on our way to the facility management room. How long do you reckon you're gonna take to fix that knacker device or whatever it is?
사보타주에 가까우니 평범한 고장 수리 같은 게 아니라 하나씩 풀어내며 고쳐야 할 것을.
Given that the attack resembles a facility sabotage, I'll need to inspect each component separately instead of treating this like a regular malfunction.
눈으로 보기 전까지 확답할 수는 없지만
Can't be sure of anything before I see the extent of the damage. Even in the best case scenario, I don't expect the repairs to be done in short order. Damn it, Martin, didn't I tell you plenty of times that non-standard energy redistributors are a nightmare for maintenance?
연구소의 구역 설계는
Well, you're the one who designed this sector of the research facility, boss.
보고서 마감 기한이 일주일가량 남았을 때였나 보군. 아마도 주어진 시간 안에 할 수 있는 최선이었을 걸세.
It must have been during the week leading up to my report deadline. I'm confident I made the most of the limited time I had back then.
유인할 방법 없을까요?
대여섯가지 정도의 방법이 떠오르는
Lure Moy, I'm considering the 5 or 6 possible options, though if I were to recommend one,
신발을 벗기는 거라니.
we have her take off those shoes. what after all the mess you went through?
인격을 사용하지 못하고
Thought your access to identity is the only viable combat action. Is my ego gear and its chance of defeating or killing that man,
방도가 없.
who is most likely a maestro of the ring, is hardly promising.
필요하다면 본인이
If need be, I shall I'll do it.
동키호테씨?
Don Quixote, I ain't having it.
지금보다 더
We've been in worse trouble than this, and haven't we? And sure, I've thought about yanking off those stinking shoes a fair few times,
되는 거잖냐.
but we can't do that to her, can we?
누누이 말했지만 로신한테는 자체적인 청결 유지를 위한 세척 기능이 상승하고
I have said this time and again. Rosanate's self-cleaning function is always act.
활기로서의 힘에 의지하는 건
I would rather eschew relying on my blood fiend powers, yet we are left with no recourse. And I have faith in you, faith that my companions shall bring me back again.
파우스트 역시 히스클리프
Faust seconds Heathcliff's opinion. The plan to have Don Quixote remove her shoes is rejected.
여러 이유가 있지만
There are several reasons to discourage that idea. The chief among them is that Don Quixote must not dismount from Rocinante.
돌아가는 불가능하다고 생각하는 건가? 검증 결과 저자가 보인 전투 수행 능력을 생각하면
Do you believe her unbound power to be insufficient to overcome this obstacle? According to the test results, she demonstrated combat abilities that were No, having Don Quixote remove her shoes would resolve this predicament. It is not an unrealistic scenario. However,
그 흐름은
that flow would be a choice that distances Dante from their journey to retrieve the golden bells. And even if we were to entertain Hohenheim's suggestion,
선택은
the removal of Don Quixote's shoes must take place as a result of the manager's decision.
잠시만요. 너무 급해요.
This is all happening too fast.
설명을 해주셔야.
You gotta start elaborating on stuff.
예를 들자면
An illustrated example. In the event that Don Quixote fails to control her impulses and proceeds to create kindreds and blood bags with abandon,
관리자님의 시계를 몇
there is a possibility that she would be unable to return to her current self no matter how many times Dante's clock is rewound.
수감자가
Sinner cannot be restored by the manager's power. It is effectively tantamount to failing to retrieve the golden boughs in this world.
모으지 못하고
Such an outcome would prove a decisive failure on my part in proving that. I understand. Rejected it is. Let us move on to the next agenda.
괜찮은
If thou sure of this, we possess no fitting means to strike that villain down.
포기하기 위한 내연일 뿐이었지.
Simply a proposed plan A to tackle the situation. Frankly, I wasn't too eager myself to risk gambling on odds in an environment with so many variables beyond our control.
뭘 하든 빨리빨리 해. 적도적구도 잠깐 사라지긴 했는데.
피아는
Plan B, I buy us some time while you people help Martin with repairing the
이
device.
충격진의 에고 장비의 감흥도를 끌어올리면
If I raise the attunement level of this shock centipede ego gear, I should be able to move for a while even after my heart has ceased to function. No! No! Be able to move for a while even after my heart has ceased to function.
한번 치러서 상태가 좋은 건 아니지만 운이
Not exactly in top shape after all these fights, but with luck on our side, I might be able to even knock him unconscious with high enough voltage.
살면서 싸움 한 번 해봤을까 싶은 놈이 무슨.
에고 장비를 입은 자와 싸워본 적이
Oh,
있다면
yeah, I'm sorry, he's wearing ego gears before having you. These gears can make up for lack of combat experience.
됐어. 그냥 우리가 시간
This ain't an argument. We'll stall him, you work on repairs.
죽더라도 시계가 이길.
Even if we pop our clogs, Clockhead will come back here sooner or later. They can bring us back. What if we end up becoming one of those horrific exhibits, right?
물론
Correct. The degree of pain accompanying the process, however, will far exceed the usual range for both the individual concerned and Dante. It is preferable we avoid such a development.
했지만요.
자네들 내가 장비만 제대로 갖춰 입으면 어떤 화력이 나오는지를 모르나 보네.
So perhaps it is best for you,
수도 있겠고.
it is best that you remain uninformed.
너도 따라올 거냐? 저거 같이.
누가 설계했는지 모르겠지만 이런 엉성한
Whoever designed this did a remarkably subpar job. Having a genius like myself repair such a second-rate piece of equipment would be a blatant waste of talent. So she says, but to clarify, this isn't second-rate.
주어진 시간을
It was the best design attainable given the time constraints.
최고의
In other words, it was the optimal design we could manage at that moment.
부탁하겠네.
Leave this matter to you then. Let us all meet again in sound form as we did in our last misadventure.
싱클레어군 괜찮은 건가?
King Sinclair, art thou well?
같으면 일단
우리가 먼저 시간 끌 테니까.
No. Can't just keep wandering around aimlessly. Wandering around aimlessly. What? Oh, of course. Bloody hell. A gallery that has achieved the magna opera of aesthetics need not bother sending out invitations. Users will naturally come pouring in all on their own. Not much about this whole art thing, but even I can tell this was the worst bloody exhibition I've ever clapped my eyes on. The curator myself, very young and foolish guests. Just as I taught Yoshihide from Kish to Avant-Garde. Each trend and art movement engraved into every chunk of me. A gallery tour narrated by a maestro himself. You ought to feel honored, really. Hide and seek. Seriously, you really gonna play dirty like this? I was trying to wrap this up so I'd be done right when Papa finished his executions. You know, it was a lot of fun playing hide and seek for the first time in ages, but I'm getting bored now. Somehow I should sure kick off that nurse father too. Someone chased us here all on our own. Smoking pipe you mentioned during the briefing. Your ego, right? Is it not ready yet? It needs some time. So we gotta buy that time she needs. What do you think of my workshop weapon collection earlier? I'll be generous this time and let you put them to use. How about that? You mean that collection of too tricky to be useful weapons? You've certainly a talent for impracticality. Perhaps it is an impressive assortment from a collector's point of view, but in terms of efficiency and effectiveness, you'd be better off fighting with bare hands. Look, I had zero idea things would blow up into this bad of a mess, alright? I just wanted to show off a bit since we were finally meeting the LCA team. That's why I only brought the unique, hard-to-get babies. That one there. What sort of sword is it? It's a Metal Workshop broadsword. Ever used one before? Nay. I was not in a position to obtain and use workshop-made gears. I am merely asking, for I am in need of aught to replace my broken Kwando. I don't mind lending you one, but that stuff's not easy to handle. See, compared to the last workshop Metzel is... I'm aware. Oft did you speak of how their weapons dart around as though they have grown wings, dragging the wielder about. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm quite confident in the art of the Switchblade. Also, with narrows and a grip on the blade. Though her arms may... Though her very arms may be torn off. Okay, geez. We're in the middle of an overstatement, that's right. How about we step up by ourselves? My physical strength has gradually recovered throughout our journey with the executive manager, but my skills and prowess have yet to reach their original potential. Any word from the Golden Bow team yet? No. Response to the transmissions? With the executive manager leading them, those unreliable troops have finally proved my fears right. It might just be bad radio signal. Take it easy.
너희가 날 더 괴롭히고 있는 거
I'm getting sick of playing around with this kitty nonsense, dragging me into this hide and seek crap. You guys are the real bullies here, you know that? I'll count to 10 and not a second more. Got it? 8, 9, 10. Here I go.
어떡하지?
아까처럼 뒤틀림이나 환상체에게 유인하는 방법이 제일 낫지 않겠어요?
A few hours ago.
아직 다 끝난 거 아니었어? 날 위해 남겨둔 거라. 저건 아까 아빠가 다 박살낸 애들인데.
The impossible comeback 3 epic return from death.
TV에서 본 적 있어. 죽음에서 돌아온 전사들 3편에서. 이런 거면 뭐 한 방에.
Yoda.
신경쓰 비슷해. 뒤틀린 고통은 전기의 형성으로 나타나겠지.
Or it's just hysteria, distorted pain tends to manifest in the form of electricity. The human thunderbolt. I thought it'd be sufficient to buy us some time.
시체들이 저절로 움직이는 게 아니군. 딸내, 저거 보이니?
Move around, move around their own. Yo, kiddo, you see that? Okay. You really don't see it? Shuck, kiddo. You gotta work harder if you want to be as sharp as your cheetah.
눈 크게 뜨고 잘 봐봐.
Over here, I take a close look. See that purple flash? It's that thing there, bouncing around and pouring electric currents into the bodies.
보이는 대로 짐승 같은 감각.
Those animals because of the pyramids.
모지스 씨, 테러가 끝났어요.
Moses, we secured the escape route. Yes, in that case. Team leader. Okay.
꼬질꼬질하게 입고 다니는 녀석치곤 센스.
Got good reflexes as someone who dresses that child. You should actually block that.
형세를 살피고 있기를 잘했네.
That's quite the force. Lady team leader, are you unharmed?
덕분에
Thanks to you, yes. Let me help you walk. Keep the pressure on the wound to staunch the bleeding. Let us fall back post haste.
너희 어디 가?
Where do you think you're going? Clean bastards.
아직도 들러붙어.
Looks like they'll keep coming until I kill that sparkly bastard. Let's go on ahead, chase him down.
나 진짜지? 내가 먼저 처리해도.
You bet Papa's got some tidying up to do here. His hands are hurt. Rules of the book. Special clause on House of Spiders. Article 1, paragraph 12 applied entirely. Wait a minute. These clowns with that jackass who snagged Ricardo's hair coupon? Man, just thinking about it.
녀석이 한동안 어떤 머릿결을 하고 다녔을지 상상만 해도 가슴이 미어졌는데.
Fucking Ricardo mentioned. Man, just thinking about my bro running around rocking some bristly ass hairstyle cracking my heart in half. Between what they did to my bro Ricardo and the wound they inflicted on my daughter upon my daughter's hand. That's complete and total extermination. And back to the present.
이곳까지 대낮에 보았던 병이 해제된 것들, 그리고 여기저기 남아있던 탈출한 것들의 흔적들을 생각했어. 아니, 더 죽어있나?
What other options do we have?
환상체에 대한 정보보다는 직접 해결해왔다. 그리고 직접 LC에 전달했던 뒤틀림을 이용할 수 있었다면 좋았겠지만
Just a moment.
남은 한 가지 선택지로 구상할 수
Found
있는
one option. Current plan. A hollow beckoning, nostalgia and constriction, and then absorption. Okay, you don't mean, yes, the abnormality whose vines never release their hold until its pure white body of cotton is stained blood red.
녹화를 지워시켜
Make them face the drenched Giusepian. shock centipede.
오늘 부디 정신을 유지할 수 있기를.
Abnormality. Shock centipede, was it? Same entity we repeatedly encountered during our passage through dungeons, faction railways, man. I don't know how to defeat it. Though our means of dealing with it may mirror what has come prior, not take complacency would ill serve us. White Knight Lobotomy Corporation, I appear in this Canto trust. Oh, that's good. That's good. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, I just realized I've been in top chat this whole time. Let me switch to live chat. See if I missed any chat. No, I haven't. Cool. But yeah, how you doing, White Knight? How you doing? Current disorder permeating this place. Clip off deterrence may fail to function reliably.
주위에서 싸워야겠지. 알았다고. 아, 소라씨 라비시는 내 뒤로. 알겠지?
Let's say start during the fight. I get it. Sora, Ravi, get behind me, okay? And like a true Limbus player at one right. That's on real quick. So I appear in this Canto trust. I just keep clicking one right. There's that chat. I gotta fuck something real quick. Sorry about that. Back. Censored.
적의 날개를 꺾었구나. 해냈구나. 나랑 그랬을 거야.
I forget this guy's gimmick at this point.
전투가 끝난 뒤 시계를 돌려주시지 않으면 치료가 어렵겠어.
정신 안 차릴 거야? 직원이 거의 반죽 상태가 됐다고. 저건 엄청 고통스러웠겠다. 그 고통과 미움을 어떻게 적에게 돌려서 볼까?
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지신
Let's just beat his ass. A machine bird.
여기서 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
자, 악당 퇴치 성공!
There we go.
오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
착각하지 마라.
I want y'all to know y'all made my night.
내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을
We'll do this one. Probably fucking win rate spam this one again, and then I'm gonna go to bed.
오늘도 즐거운 하루의 시작이네. 그렇지? 잠시만. 볼륨 좀 확인해 볼게. 대답 소리가 잘 들리지 않아서.
뭐가 쏘라.
제가를 처음 지은
Oof, that's rough. I'm gonna be real with you all. If Priest Gregor dies, I'm alt F4ing again. That's it. Yeah, I'll close the game. Well, I'll close the fight. We'll do the 3-star guaranteed 10 pull, and then I'll go to bed.
지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리.
도저히 알아들을 수 없는 말.
너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저 어둡고 악한 아르카나들을 기울들었어. 이러면 승리도 시간문제겠지? 개체들의 체력이 많이 깎여나가서 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 이 기세로 계속 나아가보자. 방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속해보면 좋을 텐데.
I've only killed 2 enemies so far. That's crazy.
제압 배치에 한 번에 입힌 피해량이. 잠깐. 진짜 왜 부속 팀장을 안 달아줬지? 정말 잘했어. 악당들을 죽여야지만 재미가 존재할 수 있는
정치가
Just keep full sending it.
불쌍하게 느낄 필요는 없지 않아?
또한 용서할 테니.
I'm starting to feel myself pass out, chat.
나쁘지 않은 공격 방식.
그렇게 시원하게 쳐.
기본이지.
얼음 마시. 저리 빠르게. 승용 활동이 좀 드리마.
다리에게 해줄 이야기가
Ooh.
네가 알아서 처리.
제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 악당 배치
There we go.
피해량인 것 오늘도 같아. 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 내일도 지금처럼 조용하려나?
착각하지.
Alrighty.
대파 거태. 내
오.
놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다.
Do more
내가
another
내
time.
놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
For now.
열차 정돈을 시작한다. 승객분들은 모두 제자리에 착석할 수 있게.
W Corp cleanup Otis. Not bad. It's a new Otis, you know. We have the best Otis, so I guess if I want to make a W Corp team, I can start building a W Corp team. All right, chat.
오늘따라 별이 박수.
Y'all have a good rest of your nights. I will catch you all next time. Good night.